Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to a bit of a stormy coffee company today. We're not feeling too brilliant today. It's a bit of a rough day so far, fatigue-wise, but we're going to push through it and hopefully have a wonderful chat. We're going to be very chilled today. I don't know if we've got any visitors coming. We might do. Who knows? But for now, we're just going to chill out. We're going to try some new things. And try not to fall asleep. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Hopefully everyone's doing well. We're going to welcome firstly Mr. Chris Agenbar. Big up, Chris. Big up, big up, big up. Hopefully you're doing well, sir. Mr. Carl Simpson. Big up, sir. Big up, big up, big up. And Mr. Catman Jester. We've got 3 C's. That's quite interesting. The first 3 people in the chat has all got C at the start of their name. How many times has that happened in the history of the stream? Big up all. Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful afternoon. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to those all. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone? Hopefully everyone is doing well. We're very close to I don't know. We don't know what we're close to. That's the problem. I'm so going a bit mad. Oh, we do have a visitor. Oh, bloody hell! Hello. Where are we? Yeah. 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 Yeah, come and have a look. We're not the same, we're always there. Would you like a coffee? Yeah, what would you like? Yeah. Double. Right. Come inside now, take a seat. Unless you want to take away. You've got to drink it properly. How have you been? Good?
Really? We're rather busy, only one day off for the whole month.
That's a real problem.
What great problems. How long have you been with the coffee?
10 years. It's a long time now. A long time.
How did you start?
I needed a job 10 years ago.
You took a barista job somewhere.
Yeah. In a place called Dolcetto in Alphabeta, so Worship Street. Long time. Originally, I started so I worked for a coffee shop, same company, but it was in Stockwell. But that was my first real job, was in the same company as well. So it's in Brazil from Santa Emergis. Really chocolatey, lots of fudge flavour as well. It's got something fruity at the end. I'm still trying to discover whether it's plums or whether it's dates.
They usually they finish on like fruit stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a dried plum, like dates, like.
I want either one of those two. I need to cut it properly. It's really thick, really juicy. For a single origin, it's really complex for having.
Very clean coffee.
Yeah. That's sort of my MO though. I like clean finishing. I hate bitter coffee. You have a look at coffee. I've got it here.
It's rather big, huh?
Yeah.
For Brazil.
Yeah. Which is very
Yeah. Wow.
interesting.
What is this? Screen 18, at least. It's big.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's one of the reasons I didn't think of blending it, because it'd be very difficult to find a coffee that's a blend with it.
Really?
Unless I roasted it separately, which you could do.
Yeah. Well.
But I don't like blending coffees after roasting.
That's a good one to blend it. Well, what about this?
I've had this coffee before.
Our options itself. Forward.
Try it.
You try it, right?
What's the blend?
Yes, no, it's a single origin, cinnamon.
Right.
Ethiopia. But for espresso, developed.
Natural or washed?
Natural.
When was it roasted?
No. Something like 25 each days.
Okay, not bad.
It's not good here. It's still whole. Amazing space, it really like
Yeah.
Really
It's
cool.
small, but it's got a lot of love to it.
fantastic light as well with this red.
That is a problem, though.
Why?
It's too hot in here.
Why? Yeah, well, this will be over very soon, don't worry.
No, but it's always hot in here. It's always hot in
Because
here.
of the roast
Yeah.
itself.
What's your recommended brew? 18, 34,
yeah,
36?
yeah, 1 to 2, about 28, 30, standard, nothing fancy.
We'll give it a go. Do you want to try it? Even though you've probably already tried it a million times.
Oh, well.
Right. But that's fine, it's an EPA natural price. So. Afternoon, everyone. Big up, Stuart. Big up, Chris, Catman. Big up, Stuart. I have to make my own coffee. Big up, Graham. going to do this again.
Yeah, please. This one will be very chewy. Yeah.
Big up, Paul. Big up, big up.
N15.
Yeah, The problem is, Sod's Law tells me now I've changed it to 2, it's now going to be 2 course. Nice extraction, though. Even at 1 minute 15, it's good extraction. Big up, Paul. Big up.
Looks promising.
Yeah. Do that first try. Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's slightly on the old side. Though. Fruity nose. Not bad. Lots of cranberry. Sweet. Clean end. Not bad. Mellow acidity. I like that.
Push it down. So I kind of stole it off a little bit and I don't know.
Yeah.
Because this coffee is very more like, you know, gold,
Yeah.
reserve.
Yeah.
Beautiful, I like it.
That's quite nice.
It's almost fresh, but even better.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Good.
It's very similar to Ethiopia, which I've got. Very similar. But this one is a bit more tropical. Had some trouble with this coffee at the beginning.
Yeah, the tough to roast, they take it very quickly.
It's because this one, although it is a single origin, it's got 2 different types of variety in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see them.
Yeah. So I struggled with some of them going yellow too early and some of them not. So I just had to blast it, increase the airflow, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
and also increase the speed of the drum to disturb it a bit more.
Yeah.
So it really, really works. Big up, Ian. Big up. Big up. Big up, Fitzy. Big up, big up. Yeah, that's pretty damn tasty. It's not usually my cup of tea. It's a bit darker, but as you can see, although I'm English that's learned all of my trade in Italy, my coffees are all medium. They're all like full chocolatey medium. It's a bit funny, really.
So did you know what in Italy?
Not to try. I trade myself. Yeah. I was going to go to the London School of Coffee, but then COVID happened. So they stopped all their lessons. I just haven't gone back. Really, I should ask them for a refund.
No, you can complete it.
Yeah, I know I'm really good friends with the assistant teacher, so I can just message her. I'll do it eventually. But I think I sort of got it already. I just need to practice. But a good friend of mine, well, not a friend of mine, he's a friend of mine, boss in Italy. His name's Paolo Shimoni, and he's the #1 roaster in the world, apparently. And he wants to do a little relationship where he can use this space as a little trading facility, but then he'll teach me as well.
Oh, yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
You know, these guys, they've got like tens of thousands of volts under
Yeah.
their belt, right?
And he's like, it'd be really good because he's 2,000 per 2 days, so he's very expensive. So if I can get something like that,
Yeah.
that'd be really helpful. Yeah, big up, Cuba. Big up. Hopefully you're doing better. So ambient chill. That's what we're going for today. Summer trance window 5. Big up, Fitzy.
So do you also for any other business?
Yes, next door. I'm looking for more trade partners though. It's very difficult because people are. I just need to visit some places. The problem is only one of you. It means I've got to go myself, which means the shop closes. But I need to visit some places and ask if they want to do a guest close. But we're not here for a quick buck. We're here to build a community, and eventually everyone will come. It's just taking time for people to find this place. But even people in this area don't know it exists yet. But people are learning.
Is it loud when you roll it?
No, not too loud.
Right?
Yeah.
The pizzas are they're very.
It's a fantastic machine.
Good.
For me, these are the best roasters on the planet. I think they have a cleanness to them, the gears and roasters. Whereas the ProMat roasters, they have this
Yeah, they're better for black roasts. They don't feature plus.
This is built for specialty coffee.
Yeah.
This is built for. But ProMat's a great machine. That's why everyone wants ProMat. But Gießen will overtake ProMat in the specialty market at least. I think they already have. Obviously, you've got IMF roasters, which are great for Italian coffee. Those are the best for Italian coffee.
Boring or very.
Yeah. But Gießen, for some reason, is cheaper than ProMat, but better for.
Yeah, for specialty.
Yeah, it's crazy, really. Because you'd think the one that's better for specialty would be more expensive. But
With the robot, there's that type of, they refill them, and
Yeah.
they treat them, they kind of think them, and it's more a tips the side
Yeah.
look at the unroasted on a 4 years
The keys
old.
also, you can get these pimped out. I chose because it saved me a load of money. It saved me £2,000. That's a lot of money. But I just got I just want it plain. At the end of the day, this is not here to look good. It's there to roast coffee. But it also looks good. But it looks good like this because it sort of has a bit of old school trading vibe.
What is this, 7 kg?
6.
6?
But I only roast 5 at a time. I like to have a bit of expansion space, and also it gives you a bit of allows you to regulate the temperature a bit more. It's a fantastic roaster. So that was one of the best. 7 grams in Milan had one. My other company had one in Milan, and they said this is one. Don't get Probat, get this one.
Oh, bro, let me pay for that coffee again.
Yeah. Asho, you gave me some coffee.
That's fine, man. That's fine. We need to support the small businesses.
Thank you very much, buddy. Yeah, anytime you want to visit, always welcome.
I'm part of baristas on top as well, and I work with different roasters. One of them was the roasters import as well, coffee one from Brazil. It's not that easy. I surprisingly today I needed a day off really. I think like 3 weeks day off.
Yeah, you need to stop that.
Yeah,
that will kill you.
Well, in the long run, yeah. It's like, I mean, I was thinking I'll do something in the afternoon, so I kind of realized I'll have a day off. And it's a walking distance, so I was like, it's cool to see you. You know, it's cool to see that someone is doing this against all odds, so to speak.
I wouldn't call it against all odds, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Cool, man. Thank
you so much, buddy. Lovely to meet you.
This coffee now to you, so I got it.
Yeah.
It looks like coconut, right? So
Yeah.
it gets wet. It's also
Yeah. Perfect. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Right, back to big up everyone. Sorry for that, but he was sent by the boss to have a coffee, and he's had a coffee now. Hopefully everyone is well. Sorry for that, but I've got to serve customers, especially when they want to have a chat. Big up everyone. Big up Cuba. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Cuba. Still feeling a bit off. Feeling a bit fatigued, feeling a bit down, but we're going to push through it. Big up everyone. Big up Stuart. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat before, so big up Stuart. Big up. Welcome. If I have seen you before, welcome back. My buddy Ian, Fitzy, big up Fitzy. Of course, Mr. Catman Jess, big up. Big up, Paul. I've never seen you before, so big up, sir. Big up. Full ball, as always. Hopefully everyone is well. Hopefully everyone's well. Hopefully everyone's doing good. They're sort of spoiled, because I'm going to have a coffee anyway, but... Oh, that's not brewing that. We're going to do something a bit interesting. Oh, that doesn't... Bridge there. Can't really see it. Remove that. Push you guys back. Oh yeah. There we go. So, because I'm feeling a bit down. Ah, there we go. You've changed your name. Big up, big up, big up. It's not your first time in the chat, Full Ball. Your antics are well known. Right. So what we're going to do today, guys, I haven't made one of these in a while. I haven't made one of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to try my Brazil. That's a Turkish coffee. So Turkish coffee is... Big up, Catman, big up, big up. Quite simple, but very difficult to get right. We do a very simple recipe. We're going to do 15 grams of coffee. About 180 of water. But we're going to do it a bit more traditional. We're going to put a bit of sugar in, even though I don't like sugar with coffee. How long does it take to make 1 cup? About 3 or 4 minutes. If you've got a fire, much quicker. But I like to have about 4 minutes. It's really moreish, this type of coffee. Grind it really fine. Really thick. I'm heating my water in my kettle to 80 degrees centigrade because I'm using an electric hob, which means it takes longer for that water to start, which will make it longer. So to counteract the fact I'm using an electric hob, what I'm doing is I'm warming up the water more, so it takes quicker for it to boil. Not boil, but reach temperature. No need to stir it. Just dump it in. Big up Moondog for tipping. Big up Moondog. Big up, big up, big up. Everyone say it. Big up to Moondog, please. What a nice guy. Thank you so much, Moondog, for your constant support of the channel. Big up, Moondog. We're going to be using unrefined brown sugar. About 180 of water in to get our handy scale. No, we're going to go slightly less. We're going to do 160. It looks a bit. No, let's split the difference. 170. Most importantly, never use a metal. Never use a metal spoon in a Turkish ibrek. That is deeply offensive. Deeply offensive. Always use a wooden spoon because first you don't want to ruin your ibrek. They've designed, you don't want to scratch it. Just go full power. Big up, Bobby. Big up, Bobby. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. What's that geezer machine, Ben? That is my coffee roaster. Na Catman. So it's already starting to hit temperature, which is the idea of starting it at 80 degrees centigrade. Chef Ben cooking up more stuff than Don Palatici. I wouldn't say I'm cooking up more stuff. So in about 10 seconds, you should probably start to see foam start to reach. So 2 minutes, which is bang on. We do not want this to be more than 4 minutes, really. Anything more than 4 minutes becomes really bitter and astringent. We don't want that. I won't give you a heart attack by telling you the coffee I'm drinking or how I made it, but suffice to say, I'd be much happier if I were able to pop down to the shop over this stuff. Big up, Scott M. Big up, Scott M. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well. Big up, Darius. Big up, Darius. Hopefully you're doing well, sir, as well. Big up, big up. I'm doing all right, Scott. I'm a bit down, a bit fatigued. Are you taking guests today, Benny? Always welcome, Bobby. I can send you the link. I wasn't thinking of it because I'm feeling a bit of a sad mood, to be honest. I feel very fatigued, it's a bit of a strange day. It's been a long couple of weeks. I really need a break. I'm trying to push through it. But if you want to join, I can send you the link. Come on, Everett. I think I made the water not hot enough. It's taking its time. Really, what I should have done was heated up the hob and then put it on. I should have put it on straight. So it's probably going to be a sort of a 5-minute job, but that's fine because I've got the sugar in it anyway. So that should sweeten it up. Finally got a piss off on Bob's Spur on Saturday for saying Kit Kat is a chocolate bar. Made my weekend lol. Well, I come play for that could always make the day worse. I'll be home in 10 and I would love to join you, mate. I will send you the link in a minute, buddy. I'll finish this ibrik and then I will send you the link. So as I thought possibly Bob was turning up today, because he told me on Saturday it's his day off, so he might be. Vibe is starting to form. It's going to be slightly bitter, unfortunately, but it should be good. It's one of the good things about using a lighter roasted coffee for Turkish coffee rather than using the very traditional darker roast. So you get a bit more flavour out of it. There we go. This is the problem of using an electric hob over a flame. If it was a flame, this would already be done by now. Or preferably, you've got to do it the traditional Turkish way, which is in a hot sand pit with heating under it. That's the traditional way. There we go. You see it? 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 The moment that hits the top, take it off, let it settle. So we're going to turn that off. Let that settle, most important. Now we can prepare our let that settle. Is Turkish coffee the most caffeinated? Yes, it is. By far. Good question, Catman. It's very caffeinated, very strong, very complex. Can be quite bitter. Oh, damn it. Big up, Davo. I nearly popped in about an hour ago, but I was feeling the same as you're feeling. I just need to get home a bit lively. Big up, big up, big up. Can you drink it straight from the thing? No. Absolutely, that will be burning your mouth. So, very important. Always pour at an angle. No, that is a very authentic coffee, a very authentic Turkish coffee from myself. That is very authentic. You sit anyway. So that it's a bit bright, sorry, but that crust has covered the top of the cup. So I've done it authentically. I actually don't mind bitterness in coffee. No problem, Catman Jess. Everyone has got their own flavour palette. So that is a properly authentic Turkish coffee. Definitely had bitter. I had Turkish tea in Istanbul. Yeah, they've got a bitter palate, and it's because they have a lot of sweet food like Turkish delight. So the authentic way of serving this is with a Turkish delight, which is delicious, of course. Unless you don't like Turkish delight. Of course, not the horrible chocolate bar. I don't like the chocolate bar. The chocolate bar's nasty. But definitely a fan of authentic Turkish coffee. Marcus Rashford would never be able to make a coffee like that. Anyone can make this coffee. That is the beauty of Turkish coffee. Anyone can do it. Also, the way you serve this coffee is different from different parts of Turkey and, of course, the Middle East, whether it's Arabia or Persia or any part of culture. You could serve it with halva if you wanted to. You could serve it with others. As long as you're serving it with something sweet, that should be fine. And let it cool down slightly. I'm really happy I've got that the crust on it. It's making me slightly happier. It's a bit of a treat, isn't it? I haven't got a really sweet Turkish biscuit, so what we're going to do is we're going to have it with these that Rez brought me. Big up Rez. These should do the trick. Of course, that is not authentic. But you need something sweet with a Turkish coffee, otherwise you'll be breaking the rules. How's the sound of the ambience going currently, guys? Can you hear it? Can you hear the rain sounds? When I'm in one of these moods, I prefer to have some rain sounds and some jazz. Of course, music from the Jazz Hop Cafe. Not bitter at all. Sounds like you're in Miami. That's really tasty. The brown sugar does a lot. It does a lot for the complexity of it. It really rounds off that sweetness. Or the Rashford would make that coffee while outscoring Kane, Salah, and Haaland combined. Good afternoon, you beautifully average-looking people. Turkish coffee. I prefer chicken. Big up, Bobby. Big up, Bob. Hopefully you're doing well, sir. I hear the rain, not the music. I can turn the music up then. If it's too loud. I don't know if you would like to join, Bob, but my friend Bobby K is going to be joining soon. And if you would like to join, I can send you the link. So, drinking this Turkish coffee is very tasty. Something very different. It's a bit of a treat making a Turkish coffee because of the whole palaver of getting out my cooker. Putting grocery away and on the way, big up Bobby K. Do you drink the mud at the bottom? No, you don't. What you do is something very traditional Turkish and also traditional Greek. You read your fortune, swirl it round the cup, and it will tell you your fortune. That's the traditional way of serving it. So let's see what my fortune is. I'm going to happily drink this coffee. Very sweet, very chocolatey, lovely. The perfect end of a Turkish meal. Not that I like drinking coffee at the end of a meal at night. For me, it's a bit. Yeah, it's very cool, Catman. Very cool, very traditional. We like to. It's one of the things I will always champion doing things authentically. This is not my culture at all. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful part of Middle Eastern culture. Make some fried rice with that hop. This is not good for fried rice. You must have fire for fried rice. Yeah, for fried rice, you've got to use cold rice, leftover cold rice, and you need a lot of heat. I do love my fried rice. What's everyone's plans for the week? Is everyone chilling out? Anyone going away? Big up Carl Higgins. Big up, big up. Big up, Carl. Oh, hope you're doing well. So I've done this really well because there's no sediment at the bottom of the cup. A tiny bit of sediment. Really, I should Google bangers and mash. I don't like mashed potatoes. I don't like mashed potatoes. Working and dreaming of a holiday, same here. For me, mashed potato is the worst form of potato. You'll probably, all the American guys, North American guys especially, will probably disagree with me. For me, it goes, of course, number 1 is chips, always. Number 2 is latkes. Number 4 is dauphinoise, then it's roast potatoes. Then it goes saute. Then it goes mashed potato. Then it goes boiled new potatoes. That's the potato tier. I hate boiled new potatoes. For me, boiled potatoes are flavourless and absolutely pointless. Just my opinion. Going into straw. Oh, yes. That's more like it, Catman. Lovely jubbly. So that is the sediment at the bottom to equal. Instead of just spinning it over. It's a tiny bit of sediment at the bottom of the cup. Barbecued potatoes is good as well because you've got flavour in there. The only good thing about mashed potatoes is if you do it the way Marco Pierre White does it and you use scalded milk. And no, he just uses milk, not scalded milk. Because most people put butter in, and that doesn't help the potato get thickened and smooth. I hate lumpy mashed potatoes even more than I hate mashed potatoes. Sweet potatoes are good. Especially those are good when you mash them because they've got the sweetness to them. And if you put a bit of butter in there, that adds a bit of saltiness. That really works. The sweetness and the saltiness, that works a lot. Much better than normal potatoes, in my opinion. Sweet potatoes are good. You can do a lot of stuff with them. A lot of dillweed. Dillweed is quite delicious in potato toast. That's a good idea. I had some very tasty potatoes. I went to Cicconi's with my friend Federica yesterday. This is her. Basically, she's leaving the country on Thursday, and I probably will not see her for another 2-3 years, if that. Because she's moving to Australia. She's going to do 2 months back at home in Italy, and then she's going to move to Australia. So it's the last time seeing her for a long time, probably. So we had a proper meal. We went to Cicconi's, which is lovely. Love Cicconi's. Proper food in Ciccone. Wasn't a fan of white pizza. We chose poorly on the pizza front. I'm of the opinion, for me, pizza is not pizza with tomatoes, without tomato sauce. So we had a white pizza with zucchini flour, which is tasty, but it's missing something. It's missing sweetness and saltiness, which you get with the tomato sauce. Butter and a suggestion of milk if you put too much in. But yes, only put a bit in. And then whip the potatoes really finely. But we had a very tasty beef tagliata, which was very tasty. Very simple, just a steak, very plainly done. Bit of lemon on the top. Delicious. Excellent. So that Turkish coffee was a success. I am very happy with that. Bit warm in here today, amazingly. 23 degrees. Need to open the door. Probably doesn't help that I've got fire crackling in the background, so you think you're in front of a fire. Oh, we've got our first guest, ladies and gentlemen. It's Bobby K. It's Bobby K. How are you today, Bobby?
I'm fantastic. Benny, how are you? My first time in the coffee shop.
Woo-hoo,
What is happening?
Oh, yeah.
I'll take a double espresso. Make it a triple, actually.
You're probably going to need one of those. How's your day so far, buddy?
Can't complain, buddy. Can't complain. Monday morning, sun is shining, so definitely can't complain. Had a nice 50th surprise party for my birthday yesterday. Unfortunately, setting up the
yesterday.
It was my brother's birthday last Monday on the 18th.
Okay.
But he had planned himself a little getaway trip, so they just came back this Saturday. So we did a surprise party at my house for him yesterday in the backyard, and we got English weather. So fortunately, I have a friend of mine that owns a big canopy that he allowed me to borrow and set up and everything. But setting that up thing, I, of course, don't know how to do these things. So walked right into a pole, whacked my head into it, gave myself a good welt, fell backwards, and extended my back right out. So yeah, good times.
That always sucks.
Yeah.
If it was your birthday, we'd need to wait for Bob just so we can sing the horrible happy birthday. Get the.
We're ready, buddy. How you feeling? Why are you feeling down, my man? Why are you feeling down? Why is the happiest guy in the YouTube community feeling down? Come on.
It's chronic fatigue, mate. It happens. It's what happens when you've got a form of IBS. It happens once every couple of weeks or so. But we're going to push through it. We're going to push through it and get
there. You go. There you go.
The sun is
There you go.
We got to push for it.
The sun is shining. You're experiencing a heat wave in England. Enjoy it.
It's the worst thing ever. That makes me even sadder. I like it. It's cold.
Well, then you gotta come visit us, buddy.
We need to.
We got lots of cold for you here.
Every night a week.
Have you sorted your trip out or what?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for the January the 25th when the Champions League draw is made. Because I've got a sneaky suspicion that Tottenham are going to play an Italian team. So I want to try and do both. If we're playing an Italian team, I'm going to go to Italy and then I want to go to Canada afterwards.
Oh, so you're not going to come till January now then? Or
No,
after?
October. We're going to do October. That's when I've been asked to go.
This October?
Yes, this October.
But then you said you have to wait till January for the championship.
No, August the 25th is when the draw's made.
Oh, August. Okay, I thought I heard January. I'm hearing things.
You're coming in January. Uh-oh. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Good thing
He's
Little K's
not
not here.
everyone.
Yeah, it's a good thing Little K's not here. Yeah, that's I should hopefully get confirmation of my vacation this week some point from the bosses because I want to try to come for 2 weeks.
Yes.
So give myself a proper 3-4 days of just Tottenham.
Yeah.
See a little bit of family, and then obviously get up to the coffee company in Woodford there, and then make a few visits around and see the people, the people of the community and everything, man. So yeah, it's gonna be. I'm really pumping. Okay, big up full bull. How you doing, buddy? And hello and good morning to everybody in the chat. Yes, good morning. The usual crew is all in house. Yes,
as always, they're all here.
That's the best place to be, man. How else do you want to start your day, right?
Yeah.
So, hey, Carl.
I think everyone's
double up on the Carls. Nice, I like it.
All the Carls.
All the Carls
really
in one place.
The first 3 comments are all from people called with C at the front of their name. That's really funny.
And then the next one is another C.
Yeah, another C.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah,
everybody in the chat, please change the first initial of your name to a C. Yeah.
All
Let's
the
keep consistent with everybody with a C. Or for a B for Benny. Let's make Benny happy. We'll call them Barrow Simpson, Brissa Agambar, and Barrow Higgins.
Yeah. Did you see the Toronto FC game yesterday, Bobby? Whoa.
No, I didn't, Catman. Actually, it was my brother's party over here, so I missed it. But I think we won 4-0 or something like that, I believe, right? So
I can't say I watched it. I was too busy doing nothing. It was great.
Hey, those days are good sometimes, man. Those days are good. I kind of wish I was doing nothing because I wouldn't feel so absolutely horrible today. Yeah, so it's okay. Pain is a good thing.
Yeah,
it makes you know you're alive, right?
Bad days make you appreciate the good days.
There you go, buddy. There you go.
If every day was good, then no day would be good, would it?
Exactly. No day would be great then, right? So what's been happening over there? Where's the M&M crew, man? Haven't seen them in a little while.
I haven't seen them. I think Mark is working. Mark is trying to catch up with his workload because he missed a load of weeks of work due to his procedure he had.
Right.
And now he's getting back to work, which is good, especially now that it's not so sunny, so he can really crack on with his work. And also, if it rains, he'll have a lot more work to do. So.
Yeah, I suppose that helps him out, right? And thanks. Big up Nightbot. Thanks.
A friendly reminder. Subscribe.
I've been living under a rock, Nightbot. Nice one.
Big up Nightbot. Big up Nightbot. Doing the work that no one wants
Actually, to be fair, we've been a bit slackish. We didn't do a show this weekend at all. We did ours. The last one we did was when we recorded with Ben and Sim last Monday, which we posted on Thursday. So Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, and actually, I the beginning. I was worried about the beginning when we did the Godfather thing there and Christian on the flute kind of thing. So, but
that's funny. Briss.
Yeah, it was a good laugh, man.
That's good.
Briss. There you go.
That's really good.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Soon we're just gonna have Batman Jess. It's not gonna be Catman. Batman.
Oh,
Jess.
that's one thing we can't change. Yeah, no, it's gotta be Cat. We gotta stick to Catman. I can't wait to meet him one day. You know, it's a couple hours away from me. He just seems such a. He's about 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, he said
north
he has to
of
get a
me.
bus, right?
Yeah. Oh, from him. Yeah, I think it'd probably be about 3 or 4 bus ride by bus. But I know he's planning to hopefully hook up with us, all of us, one time in Toronto for one of the matches down at the Scotland Yard and everything. It was kind of nice, actually. One of my brother's friends, who I've never met before, I invited a couple of his friends, being his party. And he came over yesterday, and the guy from England, don't ask me where he's from, some little place, and I can't remember the name. And he started talking to me about football and stuff. Like, he goes, "Oh, you watch football stuff?" Yeah, a little bit. And, and then I was worried about where he was going to go with this. And I'm like, "So who do you support?" And he's like, "Oh, you're going to make fun of my team," kind of thing. And I'm like, "No." He goes, No. Everybody always gives me a hard time." I said, "Okay, well, who do you support?" He goes, "Tottenham." I said, "Oh, okay, well, they're not bad, I guess, to pick." And I just showed him that, and he's like, "Oh my God, no way, another Spurs supporter." And then it was nice because I got talking to him about Toronto Spurs and the Scotland Yard, and he never knew anything about any of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, come on down, man. Join us for a game. The atmosphere is
Big
freaking
up,
awesome down there."
Big up.
Oh, definitely going to be taking you over there. Definitely.
We're gonna have to.
taking you
We're gonna
over
go.
there. Oh yeah, 100%.
Do you watch ice hockey?
I do. I'm an Oilers fan, an Edmonton Oilers fan. Unfortunately, I've become I guess a fair weather fan, or a part-time fan, for lack of better words. I only really watch them come playoff time. I don't during the regular season. I'm terrible.
I'd like to see a hockey game whilst I'm out.
We took Brian Daigle to his very first one, and it actually ended up being friends of mine work for the Hockey Hall of Fame, and they do events for them. So they actually got us. So with the Hockey Hall of Fame game, it's kind of like your tribute games for players that have retired or just finished off their careers, or a couple of years later they come back and play a game. So it's kind of like that. So this is for the guys that are being inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. So the players that are 2 of the inductees get to pick players that they've played with, or they make their own little all-star team of retired guys. So that was the first one that we went to, and it was actually really fun, man. I think Brian had a really good time. But it's a hard game. It's hard to pick up and understand. If you don't understand the game, it's really hard to watch on TV because it's hard to keep up with. Big Bob and Little Bob. All the B's are coming in now. See? You drop the letter B and they show.
All the B's. All the B's.
Well, we owe Bobby K $5 from his super chat.
Yeah.
We didn't.
I got a
he sent a super chat in in the wall on Saturday night, and we forgot to read it out. So he sent me in evidence this morning.
So you can read it out now. Yeah. There you go.
I've noticed super chats are not. Some of them are not registering on some channels. It's really weird.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, Ben. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It didn't register, Bobby.
Yeah. Didn't register.
Well, that's interesting because all the Caucasian people that put one in afterwards, theirs were registered. Oh no!
Damn.
So,
full ball is asking you, Bobby, why do ice hockey players fight? Is it part of the game? Yes,
it is actually full ball. And if you actually enjoy the fighting part of it, go back and watch games from like the 70s, early 80s, especially a team called the Philadelphia Flyers. They were, oh man, these guys bench clearing brawls, teeth flying, missing, and like it used to be a proper scrap out on the pitch. Now they've really, really restricted the physical contact in the game, all this with concussions and everything. And it's weird because the more they're investing into the equipment and everything, all these right, yeah, Briss. He changed his name to Briss. So he changed his name.
He changed his name. It's what you call a Brit Milah, which is when an 8-day-old baby gets his thing cut off.
All right, Chris, welcome. You've been circumcised.
Yeah.
I'll be kind of October for the North London. Oh, nice. He's gonna come for the derby.
Oh, wicked.
Nice. Yeah, he's gonna come up. Wicked.
Carl Simpson. I bet Carl Simpson's tired from all his Five Guys.
Yeah.
Remember? Carl, big up. That was brilliant. That was. Even if
that's very funny. That was a great show Saturday night. That was a bit. What's it called? Everyone else has been so crazy. I had to be really wholesome.
Yeah. I think the chat one WW on Saturday
Kimber
night.
won, as always.
Was it?
Big up,
Kimber.
Kimber. How's she
big
doing after the first day?
Yeah, everyone in the chat, if you could send a get well soon to my girl, Kimber. She's having some treatment for an ongoing illness, and she's in hospital. She will be there for a few days. She's fine. She's just recovering.
Good.
But yeah, please, everyone in the chat, just send her a get well soon. She'll really, really appreciate it.
Feel better soon, Kim. We wish you all our very best from all of us over here, of course, and hopefully you're home and giving Bob a hard time soon, dear.
Absolutely, but more importantly,
yeah, or Bob's giving you a hard time.
Oh yeah. More importantly, mashed potato. Man, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right.
Where do they know about potatoes? They don't have aloo paratha, yo.
That's it, man. Right. So you're right.
You know how
you're
to
right,
make
Ben.
aloo paratha.
The butter. You need butter, but you got to do it. This is if you're on a diet, forget it. Right. But the best mashed potato is you get a saucepan, you put double cream in, and you put loads of butter in. But you got to melt it.
Yeah, I'm on Ben show for the
You got to melt it completely so it becomes liquid. You got to use Mary Piper potatoes.
Big up, little K.
Big up. Use Mary Piper potatoes. You got to drain them, but you got to let them dry out. Cover them, dry out, so they get all chalky.
Yeah.
Then chuck them in the hot cream and butter liquid. Mash it up. Don't even mash it up first. Stir it in, then mash it up, and you'll get the smoothest, butteriest, tastiest mashed potato ever. Absolutely amazing. Big up, little
K.
Our first time in Ben's coffee shop.
Hey.
Hey, our debut on Benny's.
Did Big K ever see that Guess the Footballer section, Bobby K?
Nah, he has never seen any section of In the Wall as
Okay.
per Uncle Bob's strict instructions. Big K has dabbled into a few points here and there.
Yeah.
But somebody likes to drop a big. What's Uncle Bob's favorite words? What Uncle Superman? What's he like to drop all the time?
Oh.
Yeah. Good lad.
That's probably a bad idea to teach him that. But
Yeah.
No. To teach him to say it is not a bad idea. To teach him the background meaning is a whole different story now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in about 5 years. Thanks. Yeah. Actually, 3 years. You're going to be 12 soon. Yeah.
It's teaching him when to say it, isn't it, Bobby? It's teaching him when to say it.
You got to learn when to say it. You got to work on your timing.
Miss, I forgot my homework. Why have you forgotten it? You're going to be punished tonight. You're going to be punished later. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See? That's the wrong time.
That's just
the wrong time.
that's the wrong time. Oh.
Yeah. No, the right time is when she says, you're going to get punished later.
Oh,
Then you say,
yeah. Oh, especially the teacher last year.
Get well soon, Kimber from Lisa.
Big up, Lisa.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. You don't like it when I say your
She was
teacher.
third to like my tweet the other day. I bet she was well disappointed.
I know.
Well disappointed.
That's what makes it better.
When Moondog didn't bet on Dyer to score the first goal. And Dyer scored the first goal. Carl was liking that.
Big up, Carl.
Big up, Carl.
Bob, when are you doing the thing? It's coming up August. So when are you taking donations till?
15th is the deadline. 22nd. We're going in.
You're going in.
We're going in.
Yeah.
It's Nightbot just said donate to it.
Hey.
That's the PayPal thing.
Good timing, Nightbot. Thanks for listening.
Gary Stevens is on board now, so I'm getting all the legends. So Gary Mabbott's done his bit for the charity. Obviously, Steve Perriman was on the show. Gary Stevens has retweeted my tweet and added a comment. So yeah, hey, the bigger the better. The bigger the better check. So
yeah.
So 22nd at this time moment, hopefully Rez and Iggy will be coming with me because Kim will be recovering. Oh yeah. You're on it. You're making up Saturday night. He's making up a Saturday night.
And he's saying he was off, man.
He was off. He's making up for it today.
Usually when you make morning tweets, I'm usually still asleep. I'm so
Big up,
disappointed
Lise.
myself that if I'm not.
There you go. But I wasn't angry, Lise. I was just disappointed. Just disappointed.
Just a
Big
little.
up Prosper.
You could piss off,
#.
football, with your
Piss
28.
Does anyone know if David is okay after? I don't know what happened to David.
What happened the other day, mate? Oh, yeah.
He's in
Yeah, it's
hospital.
fine. Yeah, it's fine. Kidney stones.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
geez.
horrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
good time.
Drink plenty of water, folks.
Oof.
Yeah, and vinegar, a bit of salt. Mamma mia.
Don't.
Just have chai.
Yeah.
Yeah, have some
Ginger,
of that. Bro.
ginger and turmeric fixes everything, folks. Everything.
It's one of the most painful things ever, kidney stones. Don't ever do that.
You know, touch wood. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
I'm a touch
Touch
wood.
wood. Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, do you think it's fashionable not to shit on Davis, but do you think it's becoming fashionable after today not to give him the credit he deserves, maybe?
It's become very
Yeah.
fashionable.
Yeah. I saw some tweets today that were just ridiculous.
Mm.
I couldn't believe the shit people were saying about him.
The man's getting a testimonial now, so
It's horrible, though, man.
yeah.
It's rude.
Uh-oh.
Scott, there we go.
Immediately.
Oh, that was the first actually tweet I read about calling him an asshole.
I
It's
think
pick
he's
and
been
choose, you know what I mean? Is he
professional.
the next level if we want to go up in levels of club? No. You know, I don't think any of us agree. But he's been a loyal
You can't fault his
player.
professionalism. Can't fault it.
He's
Listen,
played at his
I'll-
skill level.
I said even during Alex Ferguson's reign, he always kept the experienced older heads who had been there for a while in and around the first team. You know, the likes of a Nicky Butt, a Gary Neville, a Steve Bruce, even Pallister. Brock Robson was there till his late 30s.
Even
Davis
John
isn't.
O'Shea-
We're not going to win stuff with Davis in the first 11. A Davis and a Dyer in the first 11 means that we haven't progressed. But he is an older head that we need in and around the squad. 10 years worth of experience at any club is invaluable.
Yeah.
It's probably invaluable to Conte as well.
Yeah.
But I just think people don't want to give him any credit whatsoever. And I think that's a bit of a piss take. I think it's people should stand back and look. No one is saying we should be first choice left centre back, not at all. But to say that he means absolutely fuck all right now to the first team. There's about 8 players, 10 players probably in that squad that I'd love to see the back off before even Ben Davis is mentioned. By saying he's important to the squad, there's a massive difference to that to saying he should be a first team start. I don't believe he should, but it's imperative. It's imperative to Conte, and there's no way he'd be offered an extension to his contract
Without
if Conte
him.
didn't give his go ahead.
Exactly.
You said earlier, Bob, that it's rumoured that 4 people are going to be signing contracts. So to everyone in the chat, out of that, we know that Ben Davis is one of them. Who are those 4 people? Because I don't think it's players; it's 4 people in chat. Who are those 4 people that are getting new contracts at the club? Put it in the chat. Personally,
Four
I think
more.
it's
Four
three.
more.
No,
or
4
four
so
including Davies?
one was Davis, one was
Davis, and
Davis.
there's 3
So
more.
more
to
then.
go.
So I personally think it's going to be Lucas Moura.
Yep.
Conte seems to like it.
Yep.
I think it's going to be Kane, and I think it's going to be Conte. That's what I personally think. Those are the 4.
The last 2 you said, I'd be over the moon if we saw them sign extensions. So
If Conte and Kane sign extensions, we're going places.
If Conte and I don't know what the rest of the guys think, but Conte and Kane sign a contract, that's probably our best signing of the summer, isn't it? Both
Yes.
of them?
easy. Yeah. If both of them for sure. Yeah, easily. That's our future set.
I'm happy.
That's our future set. That gives players that are maybe uncertain about coming to our club because of the fact they don't know how long Conte is going to be here, the confidence that he will be there to work with them and that they're not developing a 1-year project, that this is something for the next few years and gives them stability. Why are you going to come into a club and sign a 3-year contract, 4-year contract, not knowing who your manager is going to be after 1 year and how it's going to affect your playing style, where you play, This is becoming a major factor with managers changing systems and players now all of a sudden being played in not the regular position, and it affects their play, and they go downhill. All of a sudden, we see wonderful players being absolutely crap. So
I do think that I don't know what you think, Bobby, but for Davis to sign a 3-year extension, and there's strong rumours, and I'd say it's probably 95% sure that Lucas is going to be given a new contract as well, because in his last year, isn't he? For them to sign, they must have had some assurances. There's no way Ben Davis isn't asking the question, yeah, I'll sign, but is this man going to be around? Even if in his interview afterwards, you know, he kept on mentioning Conte, where we are right now, blah, blah, blah. There's no way he's putting pen to paper. I know contracts mean they're irrelevant when it comes to a manager, certainly.
yeah,
But for him to put pen to paper for a 3-year contract and for his experience to be there, I'm assuming some form of closeness with Levy and the hierarchy. There must have been a question there, is this man going to stay at the club? And for me, that's probably an indication. Maybe I'm looking into it too much, but maybe that's an indication to Conte committing his future. There, I also agree to an extent with Scott M. There might be talks of extending it, but they might be putting it off till next summer. But,
I personally think he'll do an Italian-style contract of doing the deal, but it says in the deal, because this is how Conte likes to do his contracts. From what I know, from people I know that are close to him, his contracts always say, I want X amount of players in this year, X amount of players in this year, and X amount of players in this year. So I personally think Conte will sign before the summer. I think that's how Conte is going to govern his contract. If he doesn't get X amount of players, he can walk. That's the way Conte likes to do his contracts, and I think that's what he will do. I think it's different to every other club Conte's been at. The board have seen that this man is a genius, and the board need to keep him on board.
oh yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
So what do you boys think?
I think you're 100% right on that, and I think that's also going to be hopefully a stepping stone or a learning point for Harry Kane to make sure he structures his contract properly this time around, be it including a release clause or something like that, or being paid the wage bill he deserves to be paid. Let's face it, the guy's, and realistically compared to the rest of the world, he's on half of what he should be.
Yeah.
At £200,000.
God earning $200,000 a week.
That's it, and we say, you know, $200,000 a week. Any of us would be shit. I'd take $200,000 a year. You know, $200,000 a week. That's
I take $200,000 in 5 years.
Exactly. So well, there you go. But I'm just saying, like, when you structure it and you look at the other big names, then you know we've done really good business in terms of keeping the financial structure of our club sound and not overpaying and stuff. But you can only go on for so long before you give that man the money he's worth, at least for his final. If it's going to be potentially his final contract, honor him properly, right? Even be it a big sign-off bonus at the end, that if you do fulfill this 3-year contract or something, we'll give you an additional lump sum payment at the end or something like that, or tack on one of those installment payments at retirement age or something. However they want to work it, make sure that man is given his just rewards. That's all I'd really like to see, because he's, from what we could have potentially seen a year ago, from what could have happened to our club a summer ago, where we could possibly be to where we are now, I don't think there's anybody that would have bet that we would have been a year ago looking at Kane wanting to leave, no manager, this and that, everything that was going on, to turning around and saying we have Conte, we've brought in 7 players, you know, at the beginning of the transfer window, not at the end of it. Kane starting off preseason on fire, 5 goals in 3 games. One of them was just beautiful. Other than the kind of instability in the back line, I think we've got promising things to look forward to, and I think he sees that, and it's going to inspire the entire club, because if your talisman is pumped up and ready to go, people will feed off that. And like you said, sorry, Bob. Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, it's like you said with the Ben Davies contract, it's not about the level of skill that he necessarily brings to the squad. It's the stability he brings to the squad, the knowledge he brings to the squad, and the other aspects, the other elements of just the on the pitch product kind of thing, because we know on the pitch product, this is not the man that's going to take us to the next level. Is he a solid, reliable squad player? Hell yeah. Is he going to be the kind of guy that settles people on the sidelines and watches the game and sees patterns, mistakes that he's going to be able to transition over and pass on to the younger guys that are going to come on the field and say, look, this guy keeps doing this, go do this. Now, let's hope so, because I find a lot of the time you're watching games now and you see a lot of the younger players, they're watching the game like this. Like, watch the game. Actually watch the game, because if you get the opportunity to come in, you're going to need to know what you can do against a player that's out there. Or there might be a player that's having a bad day. He's making the same mistake every 5 freaking minutes. Expose him for that then. But you'll only see that by watching the game. So I think that's the value that guys like this add. But sorry, Bob, go ahead. I ranted there for a minute.
No, I was just going to say that everyone looks fit. That's really good for me. You know, there was a lot of talk about how Conte's putting them through the paces in Korea, people puking up and collapsing. I think we will see that come to fruition, especially with the larger squad means a bit more rest for certain players as well. But the fact they looks fit is good. By the way, have you heard about the Liverpool 5-kilometre run that they did in the training camp, 3 miles, and who finished first? Who was fittest? Have a guess. Out of the Liverpool squad, who do you reckon finished first?
I'm going to say Milner.
Yeah, Milner.
Seriously?
Young James Milner.
Wow. What is he? He's got to be like 35, 36 now? Even.
Yeah, crazy,
He's a
man.
proper
Oh,
professional.
Scott. What?
Yeah.
I got something right with Scott M. and Carl or Barrow Simpson.
James Milner is
I was just, you know what? And that was such a cheeky, sarcastic guess, just because I know he's the oldest player of the squad. But I know he does maintain his fitness. Like
Unbelievable.
one of
Freaking
the most underrated footballers of all time.
Oh yeah. He's a solid, reliable player.
Phenomenal. He's phenomenal. I mean, I don't know how long his contract is at Liverpool, but if his contract finishes this year, I would happily sign him.
Well, he signed an extension, didn't he?
2 years.
Yeah. Who else? Who would you say are well recognised but underrated players? For me, and I've said this, and it is because it's Man United, but Gary Neville for me was so underrated.
Gary Neville.
He was so underrated, man.
Another one's at Liverpool, Jordan Henderson. Henderson.
Yeah.
They do not win trophies without his leadership skills and his energy. Puts them over the line.
Who else? Who was that right back for Chelsea? And Ivanovic?
Ivanovic as well.
Yeah, Ivanovic.
There's a few of them.
Ben Davies.
Ben Davies. No, I think you're right. I think he is underrated amongst our
fans. Yeah, he does a job. He's not the greatest player in the world, but if he comes into the team, he does a job.
Yeah,
just based on the comments at that point.
No.
I didn't say Dembele.
Oh,
he's certainly not underrated. No one rates him anymore.
But you know what's funny, that there is a lot of players that we could easily say, but of course they're not popping up into mind. Like it's all variance too, because I used to think Edgar Davids was underrated, but then a lot of people would say he's a star, and some people would say that he just used to run and made rash tackles and stuff. His quality wasn't that good. His passing wasn't that good. This and that. I used to love the guy. I used to love the guy.
He got still to the Tottenham team because we were poor when he came into that team.
Yeah.
He absolutely gave us.
Another guy that we had that I thought made a big difference was Zakora. Remember that the African kid? Zakora. He was severely underrated. He's a good workhorse, man. He was a good work engine back there. He was a workhorse, man. He put in a good shift. You
know who I would have liked is certainly in our squad, and people are going to give me some shit for this. But I really, really like Troy Deeney. I wouldn't have minded him.
Watford,
yeah, a bit of a shithousery.
Leadership qualities.
Yeah, he always used to banter Arsenal. I mean, he grew up as a Gooner, so he probably had something to prove. I don't know, but
We banked it up too.
I liked him.
That was too often though. They're not as bad. Like Arsenal, he would go full in.
Yeah.
It was like visceral hatred of the football club he grew up supporting.
Yeah. Fernandinho?
Yeah. Fernandinho, very underrated. Busquets as well.
Yeah, Busquets, yeah. Cranshaw, yeah. Fucking hell. Harry Redknapp rated him.
Stephen Carr. There you go.
Stephen Carr, my lord. He's saying Huddleston on his day his passing is epic.
His left foot was amazing, man. Someone like Daisy Cutter against Arsenal.
He could really hit one.
What about overrated? Everyone's going to say Sterling, I know.
No, Neymar.
Huddleston. First one, obviously, I'll go with Ndombele.
Football's going to have you.
Yeah.
I really like Neymar as a footballer, but he's so over. He ruined his career by going to PSG.
Yeah.
But he's got like out of any of the top players, he's got the most fanboys. It's really crazy.
Yeah, he has.
He's got so many fanboys.
He's got the looks and he's big in career as well and everything, isn't he? So.
But he doesn't deserve a lot of the fanboys that he's got. Like, I can understand why Messi's got fanboys and Ronaldo's got fanboys, but Neymar, nah.
I think Emerson's probably a bit overrated.
A bit
within our fan base.
Crouch was underrated. They all just laughed at him.
Yeah.
I loved Crouchy at Tottenham. He was brilliant. Overrated, Ben Davis.
Scott.
Ben Davis is underrated. Give him time. He's
That's where Scott walks around with a big stirring spoon in his pocket.
Harry Maguire.
Oh God. But what
the most overrated?
Depends what kit he's wearing.
I think
not bad for England. It's just for some reason when he puts
mate,
on the United
I had
jersey.
a conversation with my mate that owns my local tap room.
True Geordie made a comment on the show. He hardly gets tested for England, playing for Southgate, who's defensive minded, and he's.
But that's when he's good because he's got two defensive midfielders.
Exactly.
He's playing in a back four at United.
He gets shown up.
He's got no defensive midfielder in front of him. So even Romero would get exposed with nothing in front of him and only one partner next to him. Every defender would get exposed. If Maguire had a proper defensive midfielder in front of him, I think he would do a lot better. Because he's very decent on the ball. He's great from set pieces. Like, if he was in this Tottenham team with Gianni Vio, I reckon he could score 15 goals a season with the set pieces.
Now, Full Bull just put in a comment there.
Good. Yeah, that's true.
I would actually probably almost say the entire Arsenal squad is overrated.
Except in the eyes of Lee Gunner, where he hates them all. It's always funny.
Is that the skinny white guy, the bald guy?
Yeah.
No, you're on about Lee Judges.
Oh, okay.
The bald one is Lee Judges. Lee Gunner's got his own show.
Yeah, Lee Gunner's great.
Which is the one that's in the video that you made that's going, Basuma, you know that you are good.
No, that's Lee Judges. Yeah, that's Judges.
Okay. I actually like it. That's funny.
You know what? Who's probably the most overrated of recent times, and he had a big move and then did fuck all. Danny Drinkwater.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or
yeah,
in some
he just
cases,
disappeared.
Premier League legend, in the words of some people.
Yeah. It just shows what Kante can do
That's
to her.
how good N'Golo Conte was at Leicester in his first couple of years at Chelsea. He was unbelievable. I'd still have him at Tottenham.
I'd take him tomorrow. I love Conte.
I think he's fantastic.
Yeah.
So humble.
Yeah.
Do you think all Brighton's underrated?
There's an underrated player, actually. There's a seriously underrated player, or undercredited.
Yeah.
Who?
Conte.
I don't think he's underrated.
No, he's not underrated.
I'd say he's undercredited.
Undercredited, maybe.
Undercredited versus underrated. I would
Do you think all Brighton's underrated?
Partially.
He did all right for Leicester, didn't he? In that year.
Yeah, he's still doing all right for Leicester. I've read your comment, Carl, but I can't bring that up because even if I do, I won't bring that up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, the Y word. Yeah. Right.
So I've seen the comment. But I think Basuma's going to be unbelievable this year. Talking of Basuma, when he came on, he adds a bit of calmness to the field. I think
I missed the game. How did he do?
He was excellent. I thought he was calm. When he came onto the pitch, Højbjerg looked slightly better, but again, Højbjerg had a really poor game.
That miss that he had. Oh man,
I thought he was poor in the first half, but as soon as Basuma came on, he looked all right. But I think most people will look all right next to. I don't use that word, Carl.
Big up, Carl. It's all right, mate. You weren't saying it.
I don't use it.
What did I say about Højbjerg then? Last season, we said he played well because he had Bentancur alongside him. And now you're saying he had a good game along when Basuma sat alongside him. Does
I think we've changed
Højbjerg need a good player alongside him to look good then?
So why don't we just get rid of him and put the two good players on together?
I think Højbjerg is good when he's aggressive. So he needs someone that's going to sit deep and he's going to basically kick them. He's going to do what he does for Denmark, which is be quite advanced. If you ever watch Denmark play, he's very advanced. He almost a lot of the time where Højbjerg was. But the problem is Højbjerg gets advanced and he can't shoot. So it's almost a waste of an advanced playmaker.
Yeah.
But I think the starting midfield is going to be Basuma, Bentancur, the double Bs. More Bs. Love Bs here.
We got three of them here.
Yeah. Overrated is Mr. Partey and Mill Smith Rowe. They act like they're better than anything out there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, we'll end up with an in-the-wall conversation here.
But saying that, he's going to the pre-season tour, so I think it's a bit...
But to be fair, the tour is in Marbella, but we won't.
Endom Suma is the dream.
Nice one. That's actually funny.
Yeah.
And Basuma and Bentancur will be excellent together.
Yeah.
I think
so. Yeah.
I think we need another right wing back. Spence looked good when he came on, I thought. I don't know if you watched the game, Bobby.
No.
I did not. No, neither of us did.
Yeah, so but he made a really good tackle immediately, but we need a better right wing. Well, according to you give me the exclusives, apparently both Emerson and Doherty have been told they can leave.
Yep.
So Scott M is probably getting the man-sized Kleenex out. I mean...
Carl Simpson, Marbella should be giving Bob sponsorship. I know times big up, Carl.
Marbella is a great place.
Yes, it's a lovely place.
Yeah.
It's a lovely place.
Especially
for 18 and over.
Especially this time, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm so watching what I say now. No, that's for Saturday night. Saturday night. It's Benji, Bob, and Coof, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is. Should be fun. So you're going to visit your little ones in Nottingham, are you?
Yeah, the little ones. Visit them. They might make an appearance.
Yeah.
I might corrupt them with a bit of wank to wank. Put them in front. Answer this one.
Here, you, when you bring them on, let me know. I'll put these two little ones up there. They can have their own version of wankety wank.
Oh God. W right.
Yeah. Suddenly the questions are: Mr. Postman went to post a letter, but instead of putting the letter in, he put his what in? And Bobby K comes out with knob. No.
His little postman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Big up, Ellie. Big up.
Big up.
Big up, Ellie.
But it should be a good one Saturday. Benny and Coov and Bobby, if you're free. I read your message afterwards. I did send you a link, but
we'll talk after.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, it's going to be our last.
He's not going to wear an Arsenal kit. He's going to wear a shirt with "I love Arsenal" on it.
Yeah.
It's a big upsell for coming back.
Oh, that's right. That's today too. Yes, that's this afternoon. Yeah.
I'll be on at 8:30 with him, welcoming him back. But yeah, so Saturday night it'll be our last game, last pre-season game, and then we'll look at the squad. Very unlikely we'll be bringing many players in, or might move some players out. But the squad in general, be interesting to see what you guys think about it.
Are we dumping anybody or what? Because there's no rumors even about who's going where, other than that Ndombele to Turkey thing, which has been going on for what, a month now?
Tanganga to AC Milan, Winks to Everton. We've had a lot of
all the same ones, so nothing fresh. Yeah.
They've got to get rid of them. I don't know how they're going to get rid of them. They've got to get rid of them. Minimum those 4 players. The rest of them can stay until January, but
pick one. Who stays? Ndombele, Lo Celso, Winks.
For me, they're not staying. Lo Celso will go. Eventually, Villarreal will say, we want this guy.
If one stays, one is staying. Which one out of the 3? If you had to choose?
Winks. Because at least Winks, you can just dump him. And Ndombele and Lo Celso earn too much money. Winksy won't cause that much of a problem in the dressing room. But Lo Celso and Ndombele will.
That's my feeling, that they're toxic and they don't offer much. Well, we know Ndombele is toxic. I've never heard anything bad about Lo Celso other than the fact that he just can't play football and he doesn't work. So
it's a real shame because Lo Celso showed he's a quality player at Villarreal. He showed he can be a good player
in the Spanish league.
Yeah.
Still,
but Ndombele hasn't shown that he can be a good player in any league.
Yeah. Except for at Lyon.
So do you send him to MLS?
Good there either.
You're Bean Kaufman now, Ben. You've been renamed. You're a Bean. Bean Kaufman. Bean Kaufman. Bean Kaufman.
Beanie.
Bean.
Unlike Ndombele, who's a has been.
Or a never was.
If I had to choose, like Kit GLC, he's a good player, better than many players we have, but I think one stays, it'll be Ndombele because no one is willing to take him.
I honestly could see us buying this guy out or cancelling his contract. I think that's the only way. Because realistically, even if we loan him out, do we want to be paying half his wages, $100K a week, just throwing it away in the garbage, literally? For somebody we're probably not going to want back? You know, I feel for him if he really truly is an Ndombele fan, because Big K is such a Dyer fan and everybody just rags on him. And actually, I feel bad every time I'm on these streams. Somebody always got a Dyer point to make, and it's never a good one. And I'm starting to take them to heart a little bit. I do feel for him a little bit.
What do you think I'll go through? I've got a Winks t-shirt.
On purpose? It was a gift, though. It was a gift. Yeah, but you use it to wash your cars that you're trying to sell.
I do. And my bum. Yeah.
Hey, and we all know you do both of those things a lot.
Yeah, at the same time.
What? Like washing your car, washing your bum while you're selling a car.
That's it, man.
And how is work going, Bob? Back in the swing of things, buddy. You feeling good?
Back to work, aches and pains all over. But I'll tell you what, bit of normality in life. Going all right. Not lost that selling touch. So, selling cars. If anyone in the UK watching this wants a brand new Hyundai, Kia, or a Suzuki, get in touch.
It's your guy.
Get in touch.
Right here. Any hybrids? People need to conserve on gas right now.
Hybrids,
plenty electric. There you go. Save some money. Spend the money, save money.
Sell electric cars. Don't talk to Rez because he hates electric cars.
Yeah, he'll get with it soon. He'll get with it.
Afternoon on your bike, Scott. Big up, Scott.
Big up on your bike. A long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see. Would have kept the cell. So I'm going to get you an all-wing shirt if he doesn't leave.
It's
Can I
probably
get a Bugatti?
Yeah, of course you can.
yes. It's a Suzugati.
Oh, loves buffering his rims.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Barrels.
Carl, you need to change your picture, man. Every time I look, bring his comment up. It's like there's a random man. So I look at the man behind him more than Carl. Yeah,
I thought that was a statue or a building or something behind him. That's a back of a man.
Been working.
Been working. Oh, mate.
But a little dodgy, but maybe underneath he's all right. Oh, yeah.
His underneath is all right. Oh, yeah.
All good. All good.
All right, Benny, I'm going to bounce here, buddy. I got to get over to, I got an 11 o'clock appointment to see if this lady can crack my back into place. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, she's a family friend. She's actually, I got really lucky. She's, I just found this out. She's a chiropractor. She's one of the kids I coach. His mom's a chiro. So yesterday, after I'd hurt myself, she just, in her driveway, she literally just stuck her thumb into me and everything. And I was just like,
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Her husband is watching. Oh, no. But yeah, I'm going to go.
That's why you've got a high-pitched voice today.
I'm very happy. I feel wonderful.
You need to look into Feldenkrais, Bobby. You got to look into Feldenkrais. That will help a lot.
Felden what?
Feldenkrais is a form of osteopathy, which is manipulation without cracking. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've never gone to her.
Line.
Just what she did with me yesterday made the world of difference.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm hoping today.
That's a chat line and a half, that is. Would you like some manipulation without cracking? Ah, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Now is one of the
nice. Carl will know.
Yeah, I've got my full body massage in about 7 minutes as well. So,
yeah. Have you booked your own masseuse? Is his name Bob?
Yeah.
It's very good.
Dave.
I use a masseuse called Bobby K all the time. He's very good.
I asked the masseuse for a happy ending the other day, and she told me Goldilocks lives.
What?
Nice.
I asked for one once, and she just started popping those little, birthday popper things on me.
Oh yeah,
confetti. Yeah. I was covered in confetti when I left. It was hard to explain to Mama K when I got home. But all right, fellas, I'm off. Thanks for having me on, Benny. Let me make my debut in the coffee company. Guys, make sure you're liking and subbing. This is the chillest show. Honestly, you and Amir have the chillest shows in the entire network.
Definitely.
That's the plan.
Just so easy watching, relaxed. You come in, if you're in a bad mood, you leave in a good mood. No wind up, no nothing. If you need to piss your pants laughing, go check out In the Wall. Get over there on Saturday night. You know how it is. Oh,
especially
man.
with some of the shows at the moment. There's so much anger and crazy and shouting. It's just...
Everybody's got a point to make. I don't know how we can't make it civil.
I don't understand it.
It's like Scott M. He has valid points and everything. He's wrong all the time, but at least he has valid. Like he makes his points. He doesn't start.
Bo, did you watch this Saturday's show? In the Wall, all of it.
Yeah, I was in the comments the whole time.
Of course. Yeah, it has to be one of the funniest ones.
Your wankety wank was the chat blew up with the answers. Oh my god, some of the answers.
Everyone was going in. Ben was going boom, boom, boom. Ben was like, him and his beans.
But who else was somebody else? I think it was TJ. Was it?
Yeah,
he was. Oh my god, the shit that he was dropping in there. He was on fire, man. He was on fire. It was great.
It's always dark, Carl. It's always dark.
Well,
Saturday
it's a brown man hosting. He's dark.
It's always dark.
I was too busy. Everyone was being so dark. I was trying to bring it back to normality, but I mean, really not being wholesome.
Never gonna work.
It wasn't working. But
I'm gonna go get a woman to put her hands on me willingly, and I don't have to pay her too much. Yeah. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great day, everybody. In the chat. Hit the like on the way out. Thanks for coming on us.
Subscribe to them.
Thanks, buddy.
Wonderful channel.
Enjoy yourself,
this guy
Bobby.
up there, man. He's up to 200. Let's get him to 5 tomorrow.
That's it, man.
Let's do it. It's easy. Yeah.
Enjoy yourself, Bobby.
Thanks. I will.
Enjoy yourself.
Hopefully, it doesn't cost too much. Happy endings away, boys. Have a great day. Take care now.
Make sure you check the driving license. Oh, damn. Forgot. Never mind. Yeah, it did. Beautifully dark.
It's corrupted our souls. I love it so much. Very just nonsense. Yeah, there's too much crazy in the chat. So
Yeah. Hey, listen. I think that's why there's specific people who come on in the wall. They are given a heads up, but people know what to expect on shows like this. Shows like In the Wall, the vibe's completely different. Of course, if there's something serious to talk about, we'll talk about it. But then we'll move it to one side. And it's a Saturday night, man.
Yeah.
With recession and everything, not everyone can afford to go out on a Saturday night. So if we can bring a bit of entertainment, yourself, Kuv, Rez, me, who are normally, the standard full, we're always on there week in, week out. If we can bring a bit of entertainment to a Saturday night instead of Britain's Got Talent or Love Island or whatever else is on, then brilliant. It's a bit of escapism for roughly about 3 hours. We talk shit, like Carl says. We go dark as well, and we make no apologies for it.
But that's the thing. There's rarely an argument on your show. Rarely. But your show's not meant. It's entertainment. If that. The people you always get on the show are always the chillest people, and it's sort of the dark side of the chill people.
Yeah, you see, we get to see a different side of everyone, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way Has Spur, who's articulate, loves his Spurs, loves stats. Never in his wildest dreams did he think the first thing he'd say on my stream was spunk and subgetti. Never did he think he'd be saying stuff like that. So it just shows, I love to get people on like that, show a dark side to themselves, a humorous side to themselves, yeah. And slowly but surely it's become a catchphrase, Ed with his Patrick Swayze. Carl Simpson going forward, we'll always be talking about him and his Five Guys. Our years originated.
The people that complain about it, all those people will be watching Jimmy Cars and Frankie Boyles and a lot of very horrible, very vicious, dark humor. But when just normal guys do it, it's for some reason it's a fallacy. I don't understand it.
But I trust the guys there now. The likes of the Carls, the TJs, the Eds, the Paddies, everyone. Scott, if we go too far, I expect them to say, we've built up this kind of community. I'd expect them to turn around and say, Bobby, maybe that was a bit too far.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, yeah, that's cool. We'll take it. We'll take it on board. But I don't think we ever do. Sometimes we probably not get there slightly, but we all know, man, it's all in humour, banter. And like I always say, it's a bunch of guys, the odd lady, i.e. Kirst, Kim, or an Ellie, sitting in a pub just chatting shit.
It's what everyone does.
Yeah.
If they think that people that go to one of a drinking establishment don't talk about dark humour and stuff like that, you're being naive. I mean, it's all part of life, really.
But yeah, Carl Higgins, he asks, are there people who complain about it? Yeah, mate, there's only if you get time, don't go out your way, but there's been a couple of times where we've had comments and I've said, yeah, I make no apologies for going that far. Warnings are sent out. I forgot to say one last week, but I don't want to apologise for us having fun. I don't want to apologise. About 80% of the stuff that Ben says on In the Wall, we'd never say during your stream.
Or ever. It's all a bit of fun. It's it's almost playing a character like a Keith Lemon or a Peter Kay or a Matt Lucas and the other guy on David Walliams.
Yeah,
They do it. Why is it okay for them to do it? Because they're multi-millionaires, but not okay for normal people.
I love it, mate. And without sounding cheesy, it brought me back to my next step of normality. When I went into a coma, when I went into hospital, In the Wall was part of my life. The community was part of my life. I've come out of it. I've gone back into it. You guys have become really, really close friends. I'm not going to shy away. You're like family now.
Yeah.
And I'd certainly, you know, my DMs are open. Hence the reason my DMs are open. They're open for anyone to contact me directly with constructive criticism or praise or whatever. And I very rarely, never, ever reply. I try and reply to anyone. So, it's all good. It's all good.
It's crazy because the first ever stream I appeared on that I was actually invited to, you were on.
Yeah.
Now, well, what is it, 6 months later? Never thought we'd have this friendship, seeing it each day. Like even before you went through your troubles, like, so, oh, there's Bob. Never met you before, but then suddenly, here it is. So it brings us all together. Unfortunately for me, the 20% of what Ben says he sends to me in Twitter DMs. I don't have Twitter.
It's not on Twitter, Scott. You got caught out.
I don't have Twitter.
No,
Nice try, Scott. Nice try, buddy.
No, it's all good. It's all good. This show's growing, mate. I think it's something completely different. It's good how you try and stay away from as much Spurs top conversation as possible. Yet we still see the usual gang in the chat. You know, Kuva's not in there today, but normally
He
he's
wasn't
there.
there earlier. He's not
Carl,
being
was he? Right, yeah. You know, Bob, Eugene, Scott, Ellie, everyone's the usual, the Carls, Full Ball. Jamie's normally in as well, isn't he? And so yeah, it's
so
it's
many.
great.
So many.
It's great. Again, now people who are tuning in to your channel know what to expect. They know what to, if they want to see a debate, they know it's not the channel to go to. Same within the wall. As exciting as it is, and banteresque it is, there's, like you say, there's never hardly any arguments. And I think we need that. You know, with Dave and Jack, you'll always get stats. You'll get passion from Dave, from Bobby K. You'll have the kids and their, you know, pure innocence showing through. With Ben and Sim, you see the fountain of knowledge in Simeon and Ben in Daigle's, wherever Daigle goes. In Kuva, you've got hardcore knowledge, banter, dry, dark sense of humour. In Rez, you've got articulate, the way he is articulate. So everyone brings something different to the community, and it's just great to see the usual people on so many different channels. Big up, man. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. So
much better than AFTV.
Yeah. So we are going to end there because I do actually have a couple of customers coming in a minute.
Hey.
Walking down the road.
Cool.
So when we'll no Bob on In the Wall next week, but you will be around the community. What's happening with you this week, Bob?
Yeah. So In the Wall, mate. I might do a breakfast brew with Bob on Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll start a bit late, and obviously give a heads up. But yeah, apart from that, In the Wall Saturday nights, 10:45.
Yeah.
Hope to see everyone in the chat over there. You'll be hosting alongside Kuva if you're free. Obviously, confirm it when you can, guys.
Yeah.
Bobby K will be on. Rez will be on. Iggy might be on. Brian Daigle will be on. So the usual superhero entourage and ensemble that will be there.
It's going to be brilliant. So thank you everyone in the chat for being so chill this morning. It's been a really chill but really lovely show this morning. As usual, I expect nothing less from my chat. And big up everyone. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I think I've got my friend from Italy coming down tomorrow. So we're going to show him how to make some coffees because he's very, 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 very rusty in his abilities. Oh, yeah. And we're going to make sure that he's up to scratch with his coffee ability. So that will probably be on the show tomorrow. And
big up tonight as well. 8:30 Tottenham away.
Yeah.
Stell's back, and I'll be on there as well with Iggy, JP, Stell, and I believe Kuva's going to be on as well, guys. So yeah, hope to see you guys there.
Yeah. So as always, thank you all so much for watching.
Big up, people.
Pleasure. Big up, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. As always, before I cue the outro, if you smell what the cough is brewing, big up the NHS as always. Big up, big up, big up. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.